35192 if you want to send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com for the video portion. Thank you to Dirk D. Donaldson for helping out with that. Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Alan.
What's going on, Kyle?
Not much. Just this is like one of the only days off I have this day, and I know you guys were talking earlier about like kind of being pieces of crap, like piece of crap things that you guys do, and I got into the realization that like you guys are really helping me out by like I'm not being so much of a piece of crap now because I listen to you guys, kind of.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah, didn't it?
We'll try harder, man. We're sorry about that.
Yeah,
we didn't mean to.
I never want to let the audience down, but there it is.
Oh, I know, right? But what I mean by that is I've been listening to like Mary's story for a bit. I've only been listening to you guys for like a few months now. I work at a factory and we can't really have like phones on the floor, so I can only hear the radio. And like honestly, just listening to you guys for like the first half of my shift it's got me through like some pretty rough times the last couple months. I'm not going to get into here because I don't want to, dampen the mood. But I actually want to give a shout out to Mary because I've been having a bit of not a really drinking problem, but it's like the aftermath is the problem, not the drinking. And I'm trying to, I'm coming back on it a lot. And I think it's just because of hearing Mary's horror stories about, like back in the day, like Drunk Mare. And I just want to thank you guys for not that you even realized that you were doing it, but like kind of making me less of a piece of crap.
Kyle, are you the one that left a message in the after hours line saying this is the last time you're going to hear me drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle called me. This is the last time I'm going to be drunk. Right.
I mean, hell, you guys didn't play like one I did earlier about Abu Dhabi, and I don't even remember doing that one.
Oh. See, there you go.
There you go.
Yep, Abu Dhabi.
Well, good for you, man.
I can't. Yeah, thanks. I mean, like, I'm trying to treat drinking kind of the way that you do gambling. Like, you know your limits. You like the feeling it gives you, but you also know what happens when you overindulge.
Got to set rules.
So, like, oh yeah. Because like, I have been drinking. It only has been until like a couple months ago I started like actually drinking a lot, and just it's like one of those things where you really do have to like set a limit for yourself, like a hard limit, and I don't want to stop drinking. Like, I don't want to go like stone cold sober because I like tasting, like really, really good beers. Like, shout out to Great Lakes. They make great beer. And I don't want to forfeit that by, being a complete imbecile half the time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I called in and like don't even remember it, like on the after hours thing. And then like I'm working, I work at like right next to the blast furnace. And then I'm like, oh, dear God, that's me, isn't it? Yeah,
we've all been there.
Yeah.
You got the booze blues.
Yeah. Like the first time I ever called you guys was you were talking about pizza, and I do not know what weird tangent I went on, but like that son of a bitch line that you guys do, that's me. Like
oh yeah?
Yeah.
All
yeah,
right.
I mean like
well, at least you're giving me good stuff, Kyle. You know what? Don't stop drinking.
No, keep it like, some drinking.
What's a liver? You can grow those back.
Yeah, it's like a tail on a lizard.
Son of a bitch.
Exactly.
All right. Well, okay. Well, listen. Glad that glad you're keeping your chin up, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thank you. I'm sure you will.
Son of a bitch.
There's Kyle off the after hours line.
Are you a pansy, Alan?
That's not Kyle.
God damn, you dick.
I don't think that's Kyle.
Son of a bitch.
That's Kyle.
A bunch of assholes.
No, that's my grandma. No, that's not Kyle.
Kyle's not your grandma?
Kyle is not my grandmother. No, may she rest in peace. Speaking of Chris Rock, he was in Boston last night, his first show after the Oscars. And he has still not really made much of a public comment. But somebody in the audience, of course, was recording him.
How was your weekend? I don't have like a bunch of shit about what happened. So if you came to hear that, I had like a whole show I wrote before. this weekend, and I'm still kind of processing what happened.
Yeah, so you know. Now, by the time he gets to Cleveland in June, I bet he'll have a couple of things written.
Yeah.
He works pretty quickly. So Chris Rock back on stage in Boston last night. And to his point, you know, I'm going to perform the show I had written already, and we'll see what happens down the line. Everybody, they have pretty much exhausted. Now, people have exhausted their opinions on the subject. And so now what comes down is just little bits and bobs of information. And for whatever reason, the Academy said that they asked Will Smith to leave after that. And other people are saying that that did not happen at all. So now
How
they're
could
like,
he have accepted the award
huh?
if they asked him to leave?
Because he said he wasn't. They said that they asked him to leave, and he refused to leave.
Oh, okay.
But the question is, why would they lie about that? Because
they
there's
have to save face because they knew he was.
But you're not going to save face because they're going to find out that you lied. Like, it's just very strange. I'm sure they wanted to put that out there, but somebody's going to blow them up and be like, that didn't happen.
They didn't think someone was going to question it. They're like, of course they did. Will
People
was just
question
being
everything.
defiant. Will was just being defiant.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, they can't forcibly drag him out.
They have since when? They have security. They can do
You
that.
think they're going to drag Will Smith out of the front row at the
Who
Oscars?
just slapped somebody globally?
Well,
Like, yeah, they can do
if
that.
that were
to
you or
whoever.
me, we would have gotten dragged out by our ankles, but
You're not the Fresh Prince, Alan.
I'm not the Fresh Prince.
I don't know if you knew that about yourself.
I didn't pretend to be Venus and Serena Williams' dad. Wanda Sykes was, she was one of the hosts. Liz Mealy was just talking about Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes was one of the hosts of the Oscars. Basically, everyone else associated with the Oscars, you know? Everybody else could have had, like, their shining moment, kind of a big deal, you know? The deaf crew and the cast of that movie, Coda, they won Best Picture. That was a big deal. That was eclipsed by the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing. The hosts were Regina Hall and Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes. That was eclipsed. And Wanda Sykes was on Ellen DeGeneres' show, who I think she herself has hosted the Oscars in the past. Didn't Ellen host the Oscars one year? And Wanda Sykes said that Chris Rock apologized to her when she saw him.
I saw Chris at Guy's party, and as soon as I walked up to him, the first thing he said was, "I'm so sorry." And I'm like, "Why are you apologizing?" He's like, "It was supposed to be your night. It was supposed, you and Amy and Regina, y'all were doing such a great job. I'm so sorry. This is now going to be about this." You mean that's who Chris is?
Chris is a sweet guy.
I just felt so awful for my friend, you know. It was sickening. I physically felt ill, and I'm still a little traumatized by it. And for them to let him stay in that room and enjoy the rest of the show and accept his award, I was like, how gross is this? This is just the wrong message.
Would you be traumatized if you were in the room?
Probably. You're like
traumatized.
Well, you're in a.
I know people like to. I know people like to wipe their ass with that word, but that word does mean something. You know.
If they knew
uncomfortable, absolutely.
If they knew both people, then they could understand how bad both those people wanted it. Chris wanted his night to go right. Will wanted his moment, and that it just ended badly for both people. Yeah, that could be a little traumatizing. Like, wow, what a disaster. And now I'm in a rock and a hard place because if I sit down when I'm on camera, it's gonna look like I'm hating. But if I stand up, it looks like I am co-signing what Will just did. So yeah, everyone in that room was like in a very tight spot. So I don't blame them for all the herd mentality when they all stood up and clapped, because if one person is sitting, then they're gonna be like, oh, that person doesn't approve of what happened.
Right, but it's not going to make you weird if you don't stand for us. If you don't give Will Smith a standing ovation, that's not going to make you weird.
Well, I'm saying everyone else did.
I understand, but if there had to be people sitting down.
But I think the camera would pan to those people.
Why not?
The camera loves drama. Like, it would be great.
But how's that going to work against you if you're sitting there?
Because people, as we saw, like, it could go one way or another. Some people were on Will's side, other people weren't. And you just don't want any drama. I feel like you don't want any hassle. Like, if I'm being seen on TV, my Twitter is going to blow up like, screw you for not supporting Will Smith. And then
maybe, but that's kind of the chance you have to take.
Yeah, but a lot of people were like, I don't want the hassle. I'm just going to stand with
Seems like
everybody else.
it seems like the vast majority of people were Team Chris Rock.
They didn't give him a standing ovation, though.
They did in Boston. They're going to give every city he goes to now, he's going to get a standing ovation.
Yep. It'll work itself out.
Shaquille O'Neal had a surprise birthday party last night in Atlanta. And, of course, it was a birthday party for Shaq. But you know Shaq Diesel is going to show up and start freestyling. And he said that he was rapping about Charles Barkley. And he said, I might Will Smith his ass. See, now you've become shorthand for hitting someone. But you best watch out. I'm going to Will Smith your ass.
That's not cool. Did you see?
But they're friends. Like,
they're boys. Yeah, they play around.
Did you see the footage of Jada Pinkett laughing?
People are going over this thing like the friggin' Zapruder film. They're like, why?
Because they're investigating.
It doesn't matter.
Repercussions.
It doesn't matter. Well, no, because what happens is, listen, the Academy says that they're looking into whatever. They've got to do their diligence for whatever that result will be. They've got to publicly say we're looking into it. But the Jada video of her smiling and laughing is what feeds into people going, it's all set up. It was all fake. And I guess I don't understand what the end goal of that is. I have people hitting me up going...
No one has talked about the Oscars this much in 10 years.
But that's not the point.
If they wanted to drum up conversation...
Well, no, because people were like,
forefront,
Chris Rock's going on tour. Chris Rock doesn't need help selling tickets.
But it
it's not like
did.
He's like huh?
But it did help.
But he didn't need help.
So what?
I'm sure he would have I don't see the benefit in setting this up. You're telling me that
I feel
somewhere...
like if it's set up, it's a lot more obvious that it's set up because...
Right.
It's not going to come across as genuine. Like, the moments when Will's yelling at him and when Chris is responding like, it's a joke about G.I. Jane. Like, the way he responds to that is a very genuine reaction. And like you said earlier in the week, Alan, Chris Rock ain't known for his acting.
No.
That wasn't acting. That was,
no.
So I don't think it's set up. I think Jada enjoyed it. I think she enjoyed seeing him get slapped, but I don't think it means it was set up.
No. Just because these are people who act and perform for a living doesn't mean that every single thing they do is fake. You know, they're not on a movie set. It's just really, I think people have a hard time getting their heads around it. So they go, well, it's like they call it the status quo bias. There's a part of your brain that goes, this is the way things have always been, and this is the way things will always be, right?
Now, what I don't believe is that Will Smith also smacked Jussie Smollett.
Has he been accused of that?
That's what Jussie said.
Oh, no. Will Smith had a MAGA hat on, 2:30 in the morning in Chicago. He was over there shooting, what? I don't know. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Too.
Tell the truth, too. More concussion. Hey, Ricardo.
Hey, Alan, how are you?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Thought I'd call and say hello.
I think Ricardo is on our Latino list, I believe.
How are you, Miss Mary?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. Mr. Bill?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Yeah, sorry about the loss of Rick. Sorry to bring that back out, but, you know, that was hit me hard, believe it or not.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it was, it's life, right? But really quick, I want to touch base with Cody can go to Tel Aviv and have at it in Tel Aviv.
Oh, I know.
Oh, he's mentioned
That's
Tel
his main
Aviv.
place
He
he wants to
really
go to.
wants to go to Tel Aviv.
Now, that is the gay Mecca. And I do have
Right.
my Jewish friends are going to take me. So.
Right, and then just grab all that, the tours or whatever, and I'll go from there. And then another thing, too.
They're having a wave of shootings, though, in Israel. They don't have a lot of things like that, and they've had 3 in a week.
Yeah, it could be a little touch and run, you know, but depending on the season and whatnot.
The shooting season?
I think it's like
religious
Palestine.
holidays, you know. So just go from there. But Mary,
Yeah.
I envision you in the Great Canyon as a female version of Joe Dirt.
100%.
trip.
That's who I am. I am a female Joe Dirt. I'm going to find my space rock, and I'm going to carry it around with me.
So, yeah.
You done with that apple? I'm done with that fart.
Wish a happy trip. Hopefully you guys have a good one. And but yeah, real quick, wanted to touch base. I know that I call from time to time. I'm alive. The wife is fine. And I'll see you guys in the next bar crawl or something.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
Alrighty.
All right, thank you. There's Ricardo, who comes right off the Alan Cox Show Latino list. And listen, bar crawls, I'd love to think that we're going to do some.
I just did one. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I know you did. I mean, show bar crawl.
Yeah,
I think it'd be.
get everybody
I'd
back
love
out.
to do those, but I don't know. We'll find out. But there's Ricardo checking in, making sure everybody's okay. Chris Rock was good on Fargo. Chris Rock was not good on Fargo. I like Chris Rock a lot, and I was excited when they cast him in that last season of Fargo. But he's just got something, man. As loose of a performer as he is, I think he was better in that than probably anything else I've seen him in. But
Grown Ups.
I've never seen Grown Ups.
It's a good one.
But again, that's just those guys dicking around, improving
It's all their
lines.
friends,
Yeah, I mean, so that's, you know.
Did that scary movie that he was in come out? That Jigsaw?
Yeah.
Was it any good?
I don't think that it got good reviews, but I don't know if that means anything.
It was
I
a
never
Saw
got around
trilogy,
to see
or
it. Yes.
Saw
Yep.
whatever.
From the Book of Saw.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's called Spiral, I think is
Spiral.
what it was, yeah. No, I like that he's considered and cast for all these different things. It's just when you see him in something, you're like, that's Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of the hard thing that I can't get my head around. You know, Jerry Seinfeld is doing, he said he'd never do another movie. He's doing another movie about Pop-Tarts. And he's going to direct it, and he's going to be in it, and whatever. And it's going to be like, man, it's Jerry Seinfeld. Like, B-Movie was just his voice. When you see him, you can be like, it's Jerry Seinfeld.
Is it a documentary about Pop-Tarts?
No,
or
it's
a
like
movie
it's
about Pop-Tarts?
He took one of his jokes and fleshed it out into a fictional account of something with Pop-Tarts.
Have you ever seen the video? I saw this on TikTok the other day, where if you rub the inside of a Pop-Tart like foil on the back windshield of a car, it like makes it pop and shatter.
What? The windshield shatter?
Yeah, it's got to be the back one with like the little black lines on it.
No, well, I'm not going to try.
And it was on
but
TikTok, so it's got to be real.
It makes the windshield pop and shatter.
Yeah.
That doesn't even sound like it would be
Right.
physically possible.
Well, I think because of those little black lines, they get hot, don't they?
Yeah, but what's
I don't know what.
Oh, you mean like the
rapper?
No. You
silver
mean
wrapper.
you mean the heating lines, the coils in the or in the windows? You mean?
Yeah, it has to be because that's how they defrost.
Right.
Correct?
Right. I've never heard of that.
I saw it on TikTok and it's pretty crazy.
Huh.
I've never actually put my hand, like, is your hand hot if you were to leave the defrost on and touch the back windshield?
I mean, yeah, the
It'll
glass
feel
is
warm.
warm.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like, the back of my windshield steam. I've never seen that. And I've, like, sat in my car waiting for...
You've had snow on the back of your window.
No, I totally have, but I've seen it melt. I've never seen it, like, steam. And believe me, I'm a person that sits in their car and, like, the defrost to get that. I sit in there.
You don't scrape your windows off?
Well, I do sometimes when
Yeah.
when I have like 5 inches or something.
Yeah.
But other times I'm like, nah, I'm just about to sit here. It'd be like 20 minutes. Wait for my car to get warm.
See, Mr. Time Management right over there.
You're right.
He will sit in
You're
his
right.
car for 20 minutes.
I get up earlier so I can sit in my car later.
Yeah. And cry to Celine Dion while he's defrosting.
Well, my car could be warm. Who wants to drive in a cold car? You don't want to shiver while you're driving.
Understood. I'm going to have WWE 2K22 for you. Whatever platform you play on, I'll have a new copy of it for you if you want to grab that. 35192 on a text for anything else, and we'll be back.
This is the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you